In the remote and treacherous waters of the Outer Hebrides lies the Flannan Isle Lighthouse, standing sentinel on the edge of the world. But in December of 1900, this lonely beacon would become the stage for one of the most chilling maritime mysteries of all time. Today we'll dive into the eerie events surrounding the disappearance of 3 lighthouse keepers, a mystery that remains unsolved over a century later. Imagine an isolated lighthouse on a remote Scottish island surrounded by the relentless North Atlantic waves. The Flannan Isles, known to locals as the Seven Hunters, are a small, rugged group of islands off the western coast of Scotland. Remote, uninhabited, and frequently battered by fierce Atlantic storms, these islands have long been steeped in myth and superstition. For centuries, fishermen and sailors reported strange sightings here, believing the isles to be haunted. This is Flannan Isle, a place steeped in mystery and intrigue. The year was 1900. The lighthouse had just been completed and was manned by 3 keepers, Thomas Marshall, James Ducat, and Donald MacArthur. On the largest of these islands, Eileen Moore, the Northern Lighthouse Board, built a lighthouse in 1899. Tasked with manning this lonely outpost were 3 lighthouse keepers, James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur. Their job? To ensure that the lighthouse light shone every night, a beacon of safety in some of Scotland's most perilous waters. These men were seasoned, reliable, and accustomed to the harsh conditions of their post. On the largest of these islands, Eileen Moore, the Northern Lighthouse Board, built a lighthouse in 1899. Tasked with manning this lonely outpost were 3 lighthouse keepers, James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur. Their job? To ensure that the lighthouse light shone every night, a beacon of safety in some of Scotland's most perilous waters. But on December 26th, a ship called the Hesperus approached the island to deliver routine supplies. But on December 15th, 1900, something went terribly wrong. The crew of a passing ship, the Arctur, noticed that the light at Flannan Isle was dark. Concerned, they reported this unusual blackout when they reached shore. However, due to the weather, a relief crew was not able to reach the lighthouse until December 26th, 11 days after the light was first reported extinguished. What they found was chilling. When the relief crew finally made it ashore, they found an eerie silence. The lighthouse itself was intact, but the keepers were nowhere to be found. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. The lighthouse was eerily silent. Inside the lighthouse, everything seemed strangely normal. The beds were neatly made, the clocks had stopped, and a meal had been left uneaten. Only a single chair was overturned, as if someone had left in a hurry. The logs, kept meticulously by the keepers, recorded unusual entries in the days leading up to their disappearance. No welcoming light from the tower. On December 12th, the log reported a severe storm, which is nothing unusual for the region. But then, strange notations appeared. Thomas Marshall wrote that the storm was the worst he had seen in 20 years, and that the men were praying. This was unusual. These men were experienced lighthouse keepers, well accustomed to violent weather. Why would they suddenly be fearful of a storm? No sign of life. The crew disembarked, hoping to find the keepers inside. Theories about the fate of the 3 keepers began to emerge. The official investigation concluded that the men had likely been swept away by a rogue wave while trying to secure outdoor equipment during the storm. But this explanation didn't satisfy everyone. But as they climbed the steep path to the lighthouse, a sense of dread washed over them. Some speculated about more sinister possibilities. Did the men turn on each other in a fit of madness, driven by isolation and the relentless howling of the wind? Or could one of the keepers have been a victim of foul play? And then, there were those who believed that supernatural forces were at work. According to legend, the Flannan Isles were haunted by ancient spirits, and locals warned that disturbing the islands could bring misfortune. Did these spirits finally claim the 3 men? The front gate was closed, the beds unmade, and the clock had stopped. And the years since, various expeditions have revisited the Flannan Isles in hopes of solving the mystery, but none have succeeded in uncovering new evidence. The solitary lighthouse remains as enigmatic as ever, with only the wind and waves as witnesses to what truly happened on those dark December days in 1900. It was as if time itself had frozen in the keeper's absence. A logbook was discovered, revealing unsettling details. More than a century later, the Flannan Isle Lighthouse mystery endures. A haunting reminder of nature's power, isolation's grip on the human mind, and the sea's endless depths. As the sun sets over Eileen Moor, the spirits of James Ducat, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur linger, their fate forever shrouded in mystery. Thomas Marshall wrote of severe storms, such as I have never seen before, battering the island. Perhaps we will never know what happened to the keepers of Flannan Isle. But maybe, just maybe, some mysteries are better left unsolved. James Ducat, a man of stoic demeanor, was reportedly very quiet, and Donald MacArthur, who was usually composed, was seen weeping. The final entry was on December 15th, stating, "Storm ended, sea calm, God is over all." What happened next remains a mystery. Theories abound. Some suggest a rogue wave swept the men away. Others speculate that one keeper might have fallen into the sea, with the others perishing in a rescue attempt. There are even whispers of supernatural forces at play. Despite numerous investigations, no definitive answer has ever been found. The Flannan Isle Lighthouse remains one of the greatest maritime enigmas of the 20th century. As the years have passed, the story of the missing keepers has become legend, a haunting reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. It serves as a solemn tribute to those who risk their lives to guide others safely home. So next time you see a lighthouse, think of Flannan Isle. Remember the mystery, the bravery, and the men who vanished without a trace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more historical mysteries. Until next time, keep exploring the unknown.